Good afternoon, guys. This is DW again from Florida. I've got a John Deere tractor. It's the 100 series, and it has been bastardized. It's been broken down, as you can see. There's a lot of things breaking on the unit, but it's left outside. But at the same time, it still works. Now, the thing with this unit today is I'm going to be changing the deck blades and the belt. So I'll spin you around and let's start this going. Okay, so this is a 54-inch deck, and because I'm not just taking off the belt, which I could do as is, I need to take off the three pins. One, oops, two, and three. So I'm going to pause it there and I'm going to take them off. Okay, so I've taken the pins out. There's the first one, there was the second one, and the third one was over there. Now I have to go to the opposite side and do the same on the opposite side, only the two on the opposite side. Okay, so once you've taken those off, you go to the next stage, which is just pull this off, lower it down. It will come off, that will actually come out if need be, but it will go back in, and just spin it round. Pull off this, go to the other side, pull off that one. You'll now probably have to just lift it. This is going to be awkward because I've got one hand on there and one hand on this. So, oh gosh, I'm just going to stop the camera for a minute. See, I've taken that one off, and then this one here, you can just pull and push that out like so. There you go, so that's that done. Then what you need to do, if we're taking the deck off altogether, just push it out. Slide it out, whichever you want to do. The feet, oh, it's getting caught again. It's just getting caught over there. Let's put it on this side. Slide it out the best way you can. Now obviously some decks are smaller. This is a bigger deck, so I'll just have to move the tractor forward. At the same time, I'm putting the battery on charge. Just making sure it's got a good charge ready for when I go back out there. Let's wiggle. Push this forward. I'm going to pause this and just pull the deck out. You can see what I'm doing. I'm literally just going to pull that deck straight out, but it's getting caught next to the wheel, on the wheel, just down there. So I'm just going to stop the video. I've got two hands to use now instead of one. Okay guys, I've taken out the deck, and what we do now, just literally lift it up and prop it. Now this won't stay propped up, especially when I start messing with it. So let me just show you what I've done. I've just propped it on its arm things, the arms there. So, as you can see now, let's get it so we're not in the sun so much. I think that should do. As you can see, it's very rusty underneath. It's an old one. Now with these blades, I probably can use them again if I want to, but I've bought some new ones, so I'm just going to squirt some lubricant on that just to assist it. That's to take it out, to take it off. Okay guys, right. Let me show you these. These are the new blades, and as you can see, it says 137 centimeters, 54 inches. Now 54 inches is obviously the bed. So this, it comes with the 3 new bolts in the pack. Price wise, I can't remember. I want to say they're about $54, $68 for the new set. Now these can be reused in theory, but I mean it's not really worth me doing at this moment in time. So I want to put new on it. It's an old deck, it needs a new set every so often, and that's what I'm going to do. Right, to take these off, what you do is you get a block of wood. That block of wood will wedge the wood against the edge, like this. Get your socket set, or obviously I haven't got one that size. I'm only using cheap stuff. And then you can turn it. Now I've just managed to do that actually, which is surprising. But if you can't do it, get a rod, a metal bar to help unloosen it. Once it's loose, it comes off.
Right, a little bit took us to work. So, now you can be cheap and reuse the same one if you're happy. The bolt and the wash, obviously the wash you've got to use, or you can place the new things on there, the new bolts. Let's just get this open. That's the new bolts. Now just remember how they go on. We don't go on that way with the blade facing that, this won't work. It goes on, there's an indentation, it sinks in, pushes that way, so that's the way it goes. And then to put it on, it's tapped. You can wash it back on. And I am going to use the old bolts, might as well. It came off quite easy, so I'm going to put it back on. Right, now we're going to go the opposite direction. So again, just wedge the blade in, then just start to tighten it. Is go to the other side. Now, wedge it where you can wedge it. There's the bar that comes around. Wedge a piece of wood underneath that bar, and that'll just hold it for now. That's all you're trying to do. You're just trying to break the seal or the lock on the nuts. Indentation in, the fat end, the bit that sticks out, goes inwards. And there's I don't know if you can see it, there's like a flowery pattern there, so you can't mess up how it's going on. It'll connect up nicely. Slides it on, washer, nuts, and we're sorted. Wedge it there, the wood, block, opposite direction, hold it, and then slowly pull down until tight. And that's the second one. Now, as you can see, that was actually starting to move, so just make sure it doesn't fall on you, hurt you, the deck, you don't want to trap yourself. Now here we go again, opposite direction, let's get this wedged in there. This is the awkward side, I believe, because it may not fit the other end, so let's see what we can do.
I don't want everything to go easy, because if everything goes easy, it looks, you know, I don't know. You've got to see what can go wrong and how to get over the problem. Is that anymore? Yeah. and with this I'm probably going to take out and replace the bolt just to be on the safe side. So 1, 2, 3, done, done, done. That goes in. Clean off this end. New one on. Washer and then bolt. Just be careful when you're pulling these, because you don't want to trap your hand or damage your hand. Now that's going to have to go there, I believe. If you wedge that, that's it. So if you wedge that, it should hold the wood and work. At some point this deck is going to need replacing completely, because things are starting to rust terribly. And like I said, I don't keep mine in any sheds. Make sure it's nice and tight.
That's wobbling, and that's because of this unit here. And he's tightening up on the other side. But that's not a problem at this moment. So that's it.
How to replace the deck blades. I'll get these out of the way. What I'll do is lower this down. Let's get these on. That needs to go around. And goes there. And it needs to go around this here. So this needs taking off, this being this one here. Okay. Just make sure I'm going the right way. This is a 5/8. Just take this pulley wheel. You don't have to take it all the way off. You just have to give it a lot of slack so that this belt can slide around it there, and then go inside, and then go around the back side, and that's it. Tighten that back up. That doesn't have to be too tight. It's tight enough that it's not going to come off. I'll just show you that. Yeah, I think I've already replaced this belt, so because it looks newish. As you can see, that's the formation. Comes around the back, around that way, through those two lugs there. So you have to take this off, and then it loops, and all the way around there, and then around there. So that's how it works. That then goes onto the drive belt, sorry, the drive wheel, and put it on. Obviously, put it on. Let me just move that. All you have to do is, if you've not done it before, push that forward as hard as you can. It pulls the spring, which then releases this, or gives this some slack to slide onto the wheel. All we need to do now is I'm going to put it back on, put it back together. You saw how I took it off. You saw how I started to push it out. I'm going to do the same, push it back under the actual tractor, and then literally go from there. It's been a long, tiring day, so I apologise if I'm waffling a bit, but believe me, I'm shattered. I'll get this back on and I'll let you look at the final product. Okay guys, it's charged up, its deck's put back on, the belt's connected back up. I'll turn it on my way, because obviously I don't have any other way to do it. Okay, I don't know if you just saw what I just did earlier on. When I sat on there and I pressed down on the go forward, it never went forward or back. And I was quite confused, because obviously all I've done is taken the deck off. I've not used it for some time because I've got a second one, which I use when I can't be bothered to do anything else. Now, what I just realised is, after following where this goes, it goes to a micro switch underneath here. There's a micro switch just down here at the back side of the tyre. Now if you go to that side, let me take you over there so you can see. Sorry about this, I'm just going to take you off. It wasn't moving at all, so obviously the first thing you try is make sure that drive rod sort of thing has been placed back in there. That didn't work. Then I checked the drive belt, which was up there, and that's on. So I followed the pedal for going forward, and you can see a wire. Let me just get my hands into the right position. You can see this wire here. Let's get my hand out. There you go. See that wire? Follow it down all the way. Let me just take this over here, and you can just see there the wires going into a black box. That's the plug in, and then there's a black connection at the other side of it, which has got a micro switch. So in theory it's doing that and that. Well, it's a micro switch where you press, when you press down the pedal, it sends for power and allows the drive to drive forward or backwards or whatever. I wiggled that connection just to make sure, and I also wiggled that connection on the PTO clutch there, which is the same connection, so it goes there and then up into the engine area where there's another connection, and then it goes all the way along down to the back to there. Bang, bang, bang. Right, so if it never starts or drives forward or backwards, check that connection. Just wiggle it, make sure it's connected, because there's a micro switch, like I said, and when you press down on the pedal pushes forward and pushes the micro switch in. Okay, so I just thought I'd let you know that it's all up and running now. I have checked it and it is working, and I'm happy yet again. There's my other unit there. That one, the belt just came off today. I've got 10 acres, 5 acres of open land, lots of grass, and obviously I do a lot of cutting the grass so I let it grow high, not too high, but then, you know, a foot or so, and then I'll cut it, which maybe is not a good thing for the lawnmower. So I hope that actually helps. We'll go from there. Any questions, or if you want to subscribe to me to find out more, please do. Ask me any questions you want. I'll try and answer them within the hour, the day, the maximum. Okay, thanks a lot guys. Bye.